Hey y'all! We are doing a Victorian Varnish live tonight. It is a Saturday. Yes, it's a Saturday. So it is a sip and swatch. So make sure you grab your favorite beverage and kick back, relax a little bit while we see what Victorian Varnish has in store for us. This was sent to me by Tammy of Victorian Varnish to show off to y'all and do swatches. Hi, Christina! It's been a while. As I was saying, so this was sent to me by Tammy to show off and to do swatches. I'm very excited to see what's in here. Hello, Kate. This is actually technically two PR packages because I combined them. There are items in here that have already launched on the website recently, and then it is stuff coming out January 1st for the first 2026 launch for Victorian Varnish. So definitely excited to get into this. I know some swatches have already started popping up for what's in this package, so we're going to get into it and see what everything is. We have our info forms as usual. Also, I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday. If you celebrate or if you are currently celebrating the continued holidays. Anyways, I hope everyone's had a fantastic week. Christina, it has. Sorry, I've been MIA. I've been hibernating as best as I can, girl. I feel you. Hi, Hoopty. Hi, Nails Pal. Yeah, I feel you. Honestly, this week has been so nuts with just everything going on between, the holidays and Maple's surgery and, the Jeep problem and just so much stuff that I am really glad. Hi, Laura. I was able to pre-swatch and schedule stuff so that I wouldn't be swatching, Christmas week, which helped me be able to balance everything else I had going on. So that was nice at least. But yeah, I feel the high rating for sure. Hi, I Honey Church 1908. Did I say that right? Do you have a government name listed? Lucy, welcome in, Lucy. Yeah, no, I totally feel that. We actually did nothing yesterday. I don't know the last time I did nothing. I feel like I was sick. I think the last time I sat on the couch and did nothing, I was sick. So yesterday we were just exhausted. We hosted 2 Christmases at our house yesterday on Christmas Day, and I just had no desire to do anything. Hello, Heather. Yeah, we sat on the couch and we watched Mr. Beast's whatever that show was. It's on Amazon, Mr. Beast Competition or whatever the last word was of it. I don't even know how old that show is. We were actually watching Christmas movies on Prime, and it just kept rolling into the next one. And then an episode of that came on and we kind of just got stuck on it. So yeah, we spent the whole day yesterday doing nothing. And as much as I want to do that again today, we are in a weird temperatures. Hoopy says sometimes you just got to do you just have to have a do nothing kind of day. I know. And anytime we're we're going to do nothing, and then something happens. So I was really amazed we were able to do nothing. But St. Louis has been having some very weird weather, y'all. It was 80 degrees on Christmas. We actually had to turn on the AC to be able to get everybody's body heat balanced in the house. I almost put shorts on. It was absurd. And then tomorrow we're supposed to start the day off at 60 and then drop to 20 at night. They are actually expecting potential tornadoes tomorrow because of the crazy drop. Hello, Miss Tammy. And we were kind of worried about our outdoor decorations, which usually after winter or after Christmas, we leave up through the winter. Sometimes we turn them off so they're not coming up anymore, but usually we don't take them down until, mid-February or something when we get another nice day. But we decided to take them down today so that way they didn't potentially, get damaged or blown away in the possibility of tornadoes in December tomorrow. So hello, Mighty Forge. Tammy says it's hot. It's been so hot here all week too. It's crazy. It did not feel like Christmas. It's absolutely crazy. Hello, Carrie. Welcome. Okay, I said we were going to get into this package, and then I let myself get distracted. So we were going to get into this package. As I said in the beginning, this is Victorian Varnish stuff. There are the new base coats that just released. They are already available on the website, but I just got them sent to me, so I put them in this package so we can show those off at the same time. I also have the offerings for January's launch, January 1st at 8 p.m. Central. We're back to the normal 8 p.m. time. Make sure you mark that on your calendars. First up is one of the base coats, which probably will be the first things we grab because they're going to be on top. This is Silk Stockings. It is a keratin enriched Aurora base coat. It's got just a hint of this pinky purple shimmer to it. I have all the information for these. I will read them when we get to the actual swatch parts of this. Hi, Tiana. But yes, so these are, hi Tracy, they are a specialty base coat. So again, I'll go over why they are colored whenever we get to the swatching part of it. I do have all that information. Again, these are on the website already, and all that information is also on the website. So if you want to read more about them or the ingredients and such, you can head over to Vivi's website for that. This one is Blushing Bloomers. It is a 3-free hyaluronic base coat. So it's got hyaluronic acid in this one. It's a really pretty like peachy, and honestly any of these can be worn on their own as well if you wanted to build them up and have them as a polish too. It's really pretty. It's peachy and it's got this like pink orange shifty shimmer to it. Hello Laura, welcome in. Everyone's in tonight. It's gonna be fun tonight. Not that it's not always fun, y'all. Just, you know, we're going to have extra fun tonight. We got everybody in here. A reminder to those just popping in. It is a Saturday, which means it is a sip and swatch. This is not the base coat. Are you the base coat? I'm going to grab the base coat first before we open that one. So we can do all 3 base coats. But it is a sip and swatch tonight because it's a Saturday. So grab your favorite beverage, alcoholic or non, and get cozied up and comfortable so we can do this together. I'm sticking with water tonight because, y'all, we had 4 Christmases this week and I ate way too much. So water for me. Laura says, what is everyone drinking tonight? You got my answer, Laura. I'm drinking water. What are you drinking tonight? Is Miss Tammy drinking her iced coffee? This one is Pink Petticoat. It is a keratin and hyaluronic base coat. And it is a pink to it. You can see the Petticoat or Blushing Bloomers is more peachy and Pink Petticoat is definitely more pink. Ooh, Tammy says wine. Ooh, Tammy's still in the holiday spirit. Apple Barn wine. Okay. All right, so those are the 3 new base coats. Again, I have more information about them, again, as why they're colored and da-da-da-da. We'll get to that when we get into them. Laura says, I have an iced pistachio latte. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Carrie, Diet Coke as usual, LOL. There's nothing wrong with having favorites. Tammy, I'm in the mountains. Ooh, well, go enjoy your vacation. I got this, Tammy. I got this. And if I don't got this, then, you know, you can just yell at me later. Tiana says hello. Hoopty is drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. But that was tasting. I'm fixing to get into the coffee. Okay, so you had your wine, now you're heading to coffee. This is Opaline Sky. It is from the Pantone Palette Collection. This is super pretty, y'all. I see some silver glitter. There is blue glitter. There's some shifty, iridescent, flaky glitter. I don't know. I'm sure Tammy has a UCC chameleon. Who knows what wording. I do also feel like maybe this has some hollow in it. So put my flash on. Yes, there's definitely some rainbows coming through there. So as I said, the 3 base coats are already on the website. Everything else that I'm going to show you tonight, we have the Pantone Palette Collection and the new January Clog of the Month will be available January 1st at 8 p.m. Central Time. Super, super sparkly. Laura is drinking Malibu and Diet Coke. Nice. What do we have next? I see a teal, I think. Ooh, yes. Ooh, that's pretty. This is the new Cog of the Month, which there's going to be a matching sticker. Let's find that. There's always a matching sticker. She is starting a new series because it is a new year, 2026. Everyone cross your fingers that it's a little bit calmer and just more balanced than 2025 was, or at least that's what I'm hoping for on my part. I'd like to breathe a little bit more. So this is called 12 New Chapters, 365 New Chances. It is a beautiful teal. It's coming up way more blue. It's got more green to it in real life, I promise. Back camera will probably show it better. So the new theme for the year is inspirational quotes with a steampunk touch of fairy flair and mermaid glam. It comes with a sticker that has the same saying on it. So it says 12 new chapters, 365 new chances on there. It's got a beautiful moon. It is a thermal as well. We will, you know what? I glanced over there to find out. But we're not cheating tonight. So we are obviously in our cold state. We are a teal aqua color. What do we think this is going to shift to? I'm going green. I'm saying it's going to shift green. That's my guess. Everybody else put your guesses below. Carrie says, breathing, what's that? LOL. Seriously. Laura says, I'm excited for the cogs this year. Me too. Tammy's cogs are always so much fun, and her stickers are adorable. Heather says, Dr. Pepper, we're driving to Jacksonville from Salisbury, North Carolina, almost at our destination. Then tomorrow morning, 4 a.m., driving to Miami for a New Year's cruise. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of driving, but a cruise sounds like so much fun. I hope you have a blast. I love traveling for New Year's. Me and Kevin used to do it every single year. We actually really wanted to go to Nashville again this year. It's kind of one of our go-tos. We've done Nashville, we've done New Orleans. Honestly, I think that's about it. We've done Nashville like 4 times because we just really love Nashville, and it's only like a 4-hour drive. We wanted to go this year, but just with everything else that's been going on, it just really wasn't feasible, unfortunately, which really kind of bums out because the lineup this year for the concert is so good. But it's okay. We'll watch it on TV. If you didn't know, you don't have to just watch New York's show. We actually like to watch Nashville's show. They drop a music note instead of a ball. You can watch New Orleans show online too. They drop a fleur-de-lis. It's really cool. But yeah, you can find all the others too on different stations. So Carrie, I saw a swatch, so I won't cheat on the change. Thank you. I appreciate you for being honest and letting us all have our fun. Next we have Riveting Regatta. I'm sure I said it wrong. Tammy will come in here and yell at me. This is also from the 2026 Pantone palette. It is coming up a little bit more intense on camera. The color is true, but it's not quite as vibrant as that, but it is a bright cobalt blue cream. It looks like it could be acrylic. We'll get to the official descriptions. Ooh, I see a teal. This is pretty. Ooh. It's stuck to the sticky part. Tammy says this one is so pretty. You could be talking about this one, which is gorgeous, and you could be talking about this one, which is also gorgeous. This is Stream of Dreams, again from the 2026 Pantone palette. It is a really pretty bright turquoise, and then it has a blue shimmer to it. Really pretty, and it goes perfectly with our, what was that again? Riveting Regatta. Aren't those gorgeous together? Which again makes sense. It's based off the Pantone palette for this year and all that, but still. All right, we're done with that. Technically not, because I do reuse those. But last polish in our package, if I could hold on to it, is a purple. This is Cosmic Clouds. It is a really pretty purple. I feel like that's close to true color there. It's wanting to pull a little bit pinker on this front camera, so back camera should show it better. And then it's got some hollow in it as well as a shimmer. I'm seeing green to pink maybe in the shimmer. Let's grab our flash so we can show off the little hollow sparkles. They're like very tiny micro hollow flakies in there. And then of course that color shimmer shift. It's a really pretty purple. I want to show you all of the Pantones together. Look at that. Look at that palette. Gorgeous. I don't know why I feel like, there we go. I feel like they fit on the screen better that way, but these are so pretty together. I'm obsessed with this color palette. I want to do like a whole Smush Manny vibes here with this collection. And maybe I will. Maybe again, if 2026 allows me to breathe and do some things on my own. Also, can we all just like put it out in the world that I'm going to get the polish wall back up in 2026? Can we just, everyone send out good vibes that I can get this done, because it's driving me insane. And it is the last thing I have to unpack in this room. It's almost the last thing I have to unpack in the house, but I still have like 4 boxes in another room that it's just decor, and I don't even care. I don't want tchotchkes. I don't want stuff everywhere right now, but I want to get my polish back up. I hate this. I hate that it's just this. Like, I mean, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong. We got rainbows and hollow, but like, I want my polish. I also want to not have to dig for polishes when I need them, because I did a collab recently and I needed a specific brand, and I literally dug through 7 boxes, and the first one I found of that brand is what I use. I was like, I don't care what color it is. That's what I'm using. So I would like to be organized again. So let's just, if everyone would just put the good vibes out for me, maybe we can get this done. Tammy says, you got this. I hope so. I really want to. Like, it sounds bad, but that's my biggest goal for 2026 right now. I know we got a whole year of 2026 and it shouldn't take me a year to do it, but that is my biggest goal for 2026 is to get that done because it's driving me nuts. Laura says, yes, please. You can do it. Laura Cherry says, let me come help. Girl, please. Go ahead. Come on over. Like, it's got to get done. I got to get through it. Carrie, I just finally got mine all organized. It was piled in boxes for months. The best feeling. It will happen. Dude, my last move, I had it out within days. I mean, to be fair, I was doing a friend's nails for a baby shower, so I kind of had to. But, like, it has been 10 months now. Because we technically moved in February. So it's been 10 months of my polishes piled in boxes in the corner of this room. So I really want to get it up here. Christina says, I'll give you a hand. Please, come on up or down. I guess for you, it's probably down. But yes, please, come on over. Tammy says, and de-stash. I would love to de-stash and make some money. I do plan on doing mystery de-stashes whenever I do this. Just mystery bags, really cheap, honestly, y'all, because I just want to get rid of it. I want it to go to homes who will love it. But if I can make a little bit of money back from everything I've put into it, and even on PR, because I do put a lot of time into it with lives and swatches and editing and all that stuff. Anyways, yes, I would love to make a little bit of money and cover all of the crazy fees we've had this year. So yeah. Tammy says, I still have not organized because every time I get it done, then I make more. I feel that. See, I totally feel that because every time I get it organized, the more comes in. But I'm being better about what comes in. Hello, Becky. I actually have I have a display of things that need to be swatched, and I have a display of things that are done swatching but need to be posted. And then after it's posted, I have an area, these little tubs right here. These are my to keep. And then next to it is a huge tub of to get rid of. Just things that I know I'm not going to wear again. I know other people will appreciate more. So rather than them all sitting in one spot or all getting boxed up, I'm already kind of trying to keep that separated of like what I want to keep and what I want to go. And then when we go through this to put on the wall, we'll do another round of keep and go. That's my plan. Who knows? Whatever. Who knows? Carrie says, need to de-stash too. Christina says, Tammy, how dare you curse like that? Don't be cussing at Chelsea. Tammy says she has some good ones. Laura, I'm reorganizing my polish closet, but it's not as daunting as your wall. Honestly, the wall's not that daunting. It's mostly just the time. It's just the time. I need time to do it, and I don't have the time. That's my biggest thing. I need more time. Can someone just add like 3 more hours in the day? Because like that would maybe help me. Okay. We've opened everything. We've chatted about everything. Also, if y'all have any goals, any things you're thinking about of 2026, I know like New Year's, everyone's starting to think about new beginnings and things they want to do and projects and whatever. Let me know. I like to chat with y'all while we do this. So put it in the chat here, put it in the comments, either on YouTube or on the replay here on Instagram. Cause yeah, I want to put out good vibes for you to meet your goals of 2026 as well. Tammy says send 3 hours my way too. Yeah, seriously. If someone can event 3 more hours for the day, that would be real great. All right, I'm going to flip y'all around. I'm going to get a drink first. Not even gonna lie. We're going to get a drink first. Everyone grab your drinks and hydrate. And I'm going to turn on the filter so I don't forget to do that. And then I'm going to flip you around and we're going to get into these gorgeous polishes. All right, flipping, scooching. Here is your info sheet for the night for those who like to screenshot what's happening, what we're showing off. We got lots of good things tonight. So as I said earlier, we have the 3 new base coats. Those are already available on the website right now. They're going to be $8 a piece. I'm going to show off tonight the new January cog of the month. That's this beauty here, 12 new chapters, 365 new chances, which comes with its matching sticker. It's going to be $12 starting January 1st at 8 p.m. Central Time. And then we're also going to do the Pantone Palette Collection, which is this set right here. It is 4 polishes. They are $12 each, or you can get the full set for $45. Again, that comes out January 1st at 8 p.m. Everything available at VictorianVarnish.com. Hello, Mama Cherry. Tammy says, my goal is to always be better, do better, and be positive even when lemons come. I feel that. And I know you already do a wonderful job at staying positive. So, but I will keep those vibes out there that you achieve your goals, Miss Tammy. Okay, what are we doing first here? Base coats. Let's do the base coats. Okay, so I I'm currently naked because my peelies don't want to stick on my little nubbies. So what I want to do for the base coats, I want to do the base coats on our swatch wheel so you can see them that way. But I'm also thinking I'm going to do them, I'm going to do a like live nail swatch as well. So just like last time, remember that I am not a nail painter live person. We don't do that. We do fakes here. So keep that in mind when I'm messy and I did the blurs and all that stuff. But I do want to show these base coats on natural nails. Now, I don't have a lot of free edge. My thumbs are probably the longest right now, but I do want to show them on a natural nail so you can see it. And Tammy says, yeah, save a swatch wheel. You can't see them. Okay, so I'm going to do both ways, just because we can. We have a brand new swatch wheel too, so there's that, but I am going to do them on my natural nails. I'm also going to try really hard not to stick my nails in things while we're still swatching, but we're going to see what happens trying to do that. So as I said, these are new base coats. Tammy says first coats are sheer for sure. Cool. She says new and shiny. Yes, the swatch wheel is new and shiny. All right, so we have 3 new base coats. I don't know why it did that, but I'm not mad at it, honestly. And they are like all designed to actually help balance and take care of your nails as well as being a base coat. So we have Pink Petticoat here, which is this one. This is a keratin and hyaluronic acid base coat. It's description, and y'all, I stole all this from the website, so I'm reading it as it is on the website. It says this professional grade base coat combines protective, performative, good lord, performance. Wow, I think it's supposed to say performance. I think I copied weird. Anyways, with aesthetic refinement. Pink Petticoat's keratin and hyaluronic acid formulation shields nails from staining while delivering a bright, sheer pink finish. The conditioning blend preps nails with a flawless, even surface, essential for optimal polish, adhesion, and longevity in any manicure application. So that's a whole lot going on. And there, like I said, there's more information as ingredients and all that stuff on the website. But this one has a keratin and hyaluronic acid in it to help with your nails. So it says prevents staining and delivers a bright, sheer pink finish, conditions and preps your nails. So again, I'm going to do it on the swatch wheel because we have a swatch wheel, and I'm going to do it on my hand. This is where I wish I had 3 thumbs, because the thumbs have the most free edge there for you. And like, so honestly, as far as free edge goes, I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to have that we can hide. So I'm a right handy, so I'm probably just going to do my little index over here. So Tammy says this is a 90s fantasy French base. Thumbs. Yeah, thumbs. Y'all, thumbs are weird to me anyways. They're just like a giant big toe. But they are the easiest thing to do a live swatch on. And I only have 2. So we're going to do the thumbs, and I'm probably going to do my left index because I am a righty. So going in, we're going to do it on the swatch wheel first. So this is our first coat of Pink Petticoat. Again, this is a base coat. I know you can do 1 coat as your base, or you can build it. I'm not really sure how many coats would be ideal to build it to, but putting it on my swatch wheel so you can see just that little pink tint to it. You can definitely see it does have some pink. Oh, cute Kevin. Yeah, I could use Kevin's thumb, but he's working downstairs, so I don't want to interrupt him. Okay, she says 1 to 3 coats if we want to fully build it up. So, but it is, again, it's designed to be a base coat. But if you really love the color, obviously you could build it up to be what you want. So that is 1 coat on the swatch wheel. And then I am going to do 1 coat on my thumb. Again, we are just watching. We're not judging. I also just realized did I zoom in? Okay, I did zoom in. I just want to make sure that we're not, make sure that we're not blurry, because Instagram doesn't like to focus. We're not zoomed in. Laura says, I love thumbs for swatching, hate having to paint them for a regular mani. I actually do my thumbs for swatches and regular manis. Sometimes I don't do art. If I'm in like a pinch, I won't do art on my thumb, but for the most part, I try to, like, my stuff's always painted. But all right, again, we don't judge here. This is not easy. I don't know how Laura does her fabulous videos. And I'm not going to worry about capping my thumb because there's no reason. We're going to take this off. All right. Okay, so this, I would say, is a medium coat. I was not super thin with it, if I'm being honest. I probably could have been a little bit more delicate. Not easy to do on camera. But it gives you that sheer pink base. It didn't hide my natural nail line. If anything, I actually feel like it brightened it, which, as Tammy said, it gives you that 90s French kind of style. And somehow I've already like made it pull into my cuticle again. Very pretty and glossy still though as it dries. Nice. Okay, so that was, again, we're showing off the new base coats. These are already available. That was our pink petticoat in one coat. I will do a second coat on the swatch wheel so you can see things build up. We may do a second on my thumb. I may just leave the actual nails with one coat so you can see it as a physical base. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go along. This finger swatches are not typical here. Okay, so our next base coat, which I'm just going down my paper here. Hello, Sandy, is Silk Stockings. So this one is a keratin enriched Aurora base coat. The info here says highlight everything you love with a nourishing plumping base coat and add a subtle glowy shimmer and you have a beautiful start to your mani. You can choose to wear silky stockings on its own, built up, or over 1, 2, or 3 coats with Illuminate or Glossy Quick Dry Top Coat or Cloud Cover or Matte Top Coat. You may also choose to wear it as a base for your mani. It will provide a slight visible nail line veil with extra pop. Keratin-enriched nail treatments work by delivering essential amino acids and proteins to replenish lost keratin, strengthen nail plate from within, and improving its overall health. So obviously if you put this under your polishes, you're going to have just a little peak of shimmer in there. This can be built up in 1, 2, or 3 coats if you want to keep this as a beautiful shimmery sheer base that's going to kind of hide or disguise, if you want, your nail line. Tammy says, I love this one. Hello, here she goes again. Government name, Sarah. Welcome in, Sarah. So again, this is a keratin enriched nail treatment. So the keratin in it is designed to replenish your keratin and strengthen your nail, as well as improving the nail health. But then you also have this beautiful shimmery base, which is great for some of your other sheer polishes if you just want to add a little oomph to it. Hello, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Lula. Yes, so this is really pretty. Again, we're going to do it on our swatch wheel. It is a base coat, so it is going to be sheer. And then I will also do it on my nail. Tammy says she is an Alabama French. Is there, y'all, I'm not from Alabama. She's an Alabama French. Oh, okay. Sarah is your Alabama friend. I thought you were saying it's an Alabama French, like we had, you know, a French tip. So then I was like, is there an Alabama French? I know we have, like, isn't there like a Russian mani? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? There's a whole thing where like you didn't do up here. I don't know. So I thought you were going in an Alabama French design style. Look at that glowy shimmer to that. Tammy, I don't know why it said French. Maybe because you typed French tip earlier. I don't know. Who knows? But look at that beautiful glow. Tammy, apparently my talk to text does too. Maybe it's the wine. This is so glowy. Again, it's on a opaque swatch wheel, so we're not seeing the full sheer vibes of it here. But it is going to be sheer when we do it on our naked nail here in just a minute. But that shimmer is really pretty in here. I can definitely see why you would want to build this up in multiple coats to wear on its own. It's so glowy. All right, I'm gonna do this one on the index. There's no rhyme or reason, y'all. I don't know why I decided to do this one on the index, but I'm gonna do it on the index. Okay, bear with me. Again, we're not live nail swatchers here. This is like the most awkward finger I've ever painted live on a camera. Okay, thumbs are way easier, y'all. And that is not easy, but thumbs are definitely easier. Again, I'm not gonna cap the free edge because it just doesn't make sense to me to cap the free edge. You can definitely see at this angle that it is sheer, and then that shimmer really comes through. So as she said, that it will help veil your visible nail line with just a little extra pop of shimmer there. I'm gonna switch my hand just so you can see it maybe a little bit better. Again, don't judge my nails, y'all. They are shorties and they have had a rough life. Since I trimmed them, y'all, I can't. It's doing the same thing it did last time when I cut them all off. They just keep, like, can you see that I have a little bit of a, like, divot in it? They just keep wanting to split and divot, and they're just not happy that I chopped them off. They made them angry, but it is what it is. We're starting over. Beautiful shimmery glow. I can see this under a ton of semi-sheer polishes. Just add a little extra oomph to them while hiding your nail line. Very pretty. Definitely, I could see this being opaque in 2 to 3, depending on how heavy you are and how visible your nail line. Very glowy, very pretty. So that one was our Silk Stockings Keratin Enriched Aurora base coat. And then our third base coat is Blushing Bloomers. I love this name. This is a 3-free hyaluronic base coat. This one says, craft the perfect manicure foundation with this luminous, shimmery pink base coat infused with hyaluronic acid to restore moisture and fortify delicate nails. The nourishing formula shields against brittleness and breaking while enhancing nail resilience and natural beauty over time. Whereas a graceful standalone shade or pair with your favorite polish for added dimension and sophistication. This one just says apply one thin coat before your nail polish. So pretty easy peasy. Jen didn't say anything. Welcome, Jen. Hi. Tammy says you can also do this over a pink petticoat, etc. Lots of combos. Okay, so you definitely could layer these base coats as well. Pink petticoat, if you remember, is what's currently on my thumb. And look how shiny that is, y'all. Also, she's pretty dry. I mean, if I smush real hard, I could leave a little fingerprints there, but it's not bad. So definitely by the time you do all 10 nails, you could go in with your second coat or your first coat of color, depending on what you want to do. All right, let's get a coat of Blushing Bloomers on our swatch wheel, and then we'll do it on our other thumb. If my camera wants to focus. All right. Here we go. So this is a very sheer. Okay, ignore the little, get out. There's like a chunk of pigment. Get out of there. Okay, we got it. This is a very sheer peachy tone with just some added sparkle. I know that these are all designed as base coats. They do all have wonderful properties in them for nourishing and taking care of your nails. But I also could see these being used as toppers and sandwiches. They're super duper versatile if you want to do anything else with them. And I know Tammy, she designed these to be played with. So definitely play with them and have some fun. I'm going to do a coat on my other thumb now. We'll see how we do left-handed. I did okay on the right hand, or on my left hand, but let's see what happens when we switch here. Probably the most user-friendly. Yeah, this is like super shimmery, and because it has that sheer base, you could definitely build it or top it or balance whatever you want to do with it. This is so awkward. I honestly can't even tell if I'm in frame here. I am not left-handed. I am blessed to be fairly ambidextrous, but still. All right. Not bad. I did flood my cuticle a little bit, but that's a really pretty shimmer. I could see this one just being thrown on. Do a singular coat of this if you want to have something on your nails instead of naked nails, and a little pop of fun, but still having a natural kind of vibe. If you're going to a wedding or I was gonna say maybe prom, but honestly, prom's the time to have fun with your nails. Maybe a funeral if you are just trying to have some subdued look to it. Also, I did get some up under the nails, so that's not that's an application problem, not a polish problem, FYI. But that really shifty shimmer in there, this is pretty. Yeah, I could totally see a whole hand of just this. It kind of takes me back to early 2000s. Again, you can build this up and wear it in multiple layers on its own, and then top it with Illuminate or Cloud Cover. Or just throw it underneath something to have a little added sparkle and to nourish your nails. This one has hyaluronic acid in it, which formula shields against brittleness and breakage while enhancing nail resilience and beauty over time, which honestly is probably the one I need to have. Jen says, hi, was changing a diaper. No worries, Jen, no worries. All right, so that is all 3 base coats. which I think really quick I'm going to go through and do a second coat on them, and then we'll get into the Pantones. I know usually I let things dry and we go through everything, but because we've done the 3 and I did them on my natural nails, which this one, y'all, has kind of dried semi-satin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So then the base coats are done and we can get into polish on its own. So let's go back and do a second coat of Pink Petticoat. Again, this one is the Keratin and Hyaluronic base coat. It is a bright sheer, it delivers a bright sheer pink finish. It has a conditioning blend that preps nails with flawless, even surface for essential optimal polish adhesion. Tammy said this one is like your iconic 90s French. If you want that like pinky base with a white French tip. I'm going to show 2 coats because you could build these up if you wanted to wear them on their own. And it's very much a Barbie pink jelly formula. And it did dry super shiny on my nail as well. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, you know, y'all, they're shimmery base coat. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here angle sparkle because it's a pink jelly. Here is your label shot. So this is the Pink Petticoat Keratin and Hyaluronic base coat in 2 coats. And if you would like, I will also give you a natural nail shot too. So here it is, 1 coat on my natural nail. Now there's no top coat or anything on here. There's just 1 coat. You can still see that free edge. It did not hide my natural nail line, but I don't have a super visible nail line anyways. Let's do our second coat of Silk Stockings. This is a Keratin Enriched Aurora base coat. It adds a subtle glow and shimmer to the start of your mani. You can wear it on its own or build it up. It delivers essential amino acids and proteins to replenish lost keratin, strengthening the nail plate from within and improving its overall health. So all of these do have extra nourishing properties, as well as just being nice, pretty base coats for under your polishes. Now this one, again, we are 2 coats on an opaque swatch wheel, so it's a little bit harder to tell the difference there. You definitely get that shimmer. I think this would be so pretty under a ton of semi-sheer polishes to just add some extra pizzazz to it. Very glowy. So that's 2 coats on the swatch wheel. And then again, this is 1 coat on its own on my natural nail. I'm really not sure what the best angle is to show this. Thumbs are easier, y'all, I swear. Even they're hard, but they are easier. So there is 1 coat. Again, we're going to ignore my nails and my cuticles and everything right now. It's been a little rough. All right. I'm going to give y'all a label shot. Here's 2 coats of Silk Stockings, the Keratin Enriched Aurora base coat. If my hands would sit still. And then those who would like a natural nail shot. Hello, Jess. Here it is, 1 coat on my index nail here. Awesome. And then into Blushing Bloomers. This one is our 3 free hyaluronic base coat. Again, you can wear it on its own or pair it with your favorite polish for some dimension. It is a luminous, shimmery pink base coat infused with hyaluronic acid to restore moisture and fortify delicate nails. It shields against brittleness and breakage while enhancing nail resilience and natural beauty over time. Let's do a second coat on our swatch wheel, which is probably the sheerest of the 3. It does have a peachy tone to it. I actually see it a little bit more in real life than what's coming up on camera. But here's the second coat. Okay, that has a little bit more color to it. So it has all those pretty sparkles. Again, totally see this as a base or a topper or just on its own to add a little bit of pop to a natural mani. This would be really pretty as a base for like some of the negative space manis. I don't even know if that's really still trending or not, but all right, so there's 2 coats there. And again, here it is in one coat on my natural nails. No top coat or anything on there. Just a little subtle sparkle to it. All right, label shots. 2 coats of Blushing Bloomers. It's the 3 free hyaluronic base coat. And then 1 coat on my natural nail. All right, and that is our 3 new base coats. Again, they're $8 a piece, and all 3 are available on the website right now. Now we're going to get into the new stuff for 2026. I'm going to start with the Cog of the Month, which is 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. This one is going to be $12. It comes with our collectible sticker that has the same saying on it. You have some really cute fairies on here. And then it's got like a firework kind of hollow pattern there. I love this sticker. So the new Cog of the Month theme is inspirational quotes with a steampunk touch of fairy flair and mermaid glam. This one is a thermal. We were taking guesses on what we think it's going to switch to. So obviously when we're in our cold state, which is a beautiful teal here, it's actually really, if not exactly Victorian Varnish's teal color there. And then I see some flakies in here. If anybody else wants to put in their guess, I think I said green earlier. I feel like someone said clear. Anybody wants to take a guess what it's going to shift to before I read the description? Because Tammy puts that at the very beginning of her descriptions. Got all those flakies in there. Gorgeous. All right. Description is teal, cold state, to a light gray lavender, warm state, with a dose of chunky flakes that range through the rainbow. Okay, lavender. Very excited for that. So we're going to do this on its own swatch stick so we can dip it in our hot water at the end. I do have hot water sitting over here on a mug warmer, which I just realized I put bubble wrap on, so hopefully I didn't melt anything. But let's do our first coat here of 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. This again goes along with our vibes of putting out what we want into the world for 2026, any goals we have and things we want to do. Here it is. Right off the bat, y'all, I'm going to tell you it has that smell that a lot of blue pigments have. I've heard some call it sulfur. I call it skunk. It's not incredibly strong, but it is there, and I always like to mention that. Once it dries, that's gone. Once you top coat it, you definitely can't smell it. But I do like to mention when I smell that in the pigments. Look at all those beautiful, chunky rainbow flakes in there. Very pretty. It is borderline jelly base, so we're definitely going to need a second coat. Really pretty teal color. So that's our first coat of the Cog of the Month. Again, this one's going to be $12. 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. Next, we're going to go into our Pantone collection. As soon as I move this out of the way and don't stick my hand in it, which we will. All right, so our Pantone collection, we're going to go into Cosmic Clouds first. It's a 4-piece collection based off the 2026 Pantone palette. They're $12 each or $45 for the full collection. Again, this also launches January 1st, 8 p.m. Central Time. Cosmic Clouds is a smoky, grungy purple base with just a hint of pink and shimmers loaded with hollow flakies. It's based on the Pantone Cosmic Sky color. You can see that shimmer in there. Just got a little bit of pink shimmer to it. And then, of course, it does have those hollow flakies. So I'm going to turn on the flash so you can see those sparkle more. Very pretty purple. I really am digging this color palette. They're all 4 stunning together. They really go well with the Cog too. So super fun collection that everyone's going to play well together. Let's go in with our first coat here. Very pretty. Definitely self-leveled. I played with it a little bit. There were some brush strokes, but you can't see them at all now. It's a grungy purple base. Really pretty. Almost opaque in one. I think 2 is going to add to the depth of it a ton. But it's super pretty. You can see that pink shimmer just a little bit. I think the second coat will also help build that. You can definitely see those hollow flakies already trying to dance in the arch light. And then if we get the flash, we can show those off more. Oh, and that pink shimmer shows even more with the flash. Super, super pretty. So that was our first coat of Cosmic Clouds. Next up, we have Riveting Regatta, which is coming up better on the back camera. It is a bright cobalt blue cream. It's based on the Pantone Regatta color. It is really that intense, y'all. It's so, so bright. Let's get our first coat on our swatch wheel. Okay, somebody pop in because I know someone's going to say it. What is the Sally Hansen blue everybody talks about? There's a blue and a yellow, and everyone's like, those are the OGs, and they're perfect. Because this is a dupe. I have a bottle of that somewhere. I think I got it in a swap once. Honestly, I didn't know what the hype was behind it. But this is a dupe. This is straight up Pacific Blue. Yes, Jen, I knew someone was going to know the name. This is spot on. Consistency wise, it's a beautiful, it self levels. I think you could get by with one coat if you don't have a super strong visible nail line. A second coat obviously is just going to make it stronger and better anyways, but it could be a one coater if you wanted to pop it on and get out the door. Laura says Pacific Blue. I was just thinking of that. See, it really, y'all, it is number 420 actually. Jen says, yeah, it is spot on dupe for that. So anyone who is still heartbroken over not being able to get Pacific Blue anymore, or you've been digging through D-stashes, I'm checking on eBay, you don't have to do that anymore. You can grab it from Tammy for $12, January 1st, 8 p.m. Central Time. And y'all, Sally Hansen is a fine nail polish. It works if you want to go to the store and buy something, but we all know Tammy's formulas are amazing. So you know the quality of this is going to be there too. Gorgeous. Y'all, it really is that bright too. Like really, really is. Absolutely gorgeous. So that was our first coat of Riveting Regatta. Next, we're going into Stream of Dreams, which is this beauty. This one is a lovely warm toned aqua shade with cooler blue-green undertones, the corresponding aqua blue shimmer. It's based on the Pantone Rising Revolt. Y'all, Tammy always puts something in here to make me say it weird. Rivulet? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Rinsing, I don't know. It's based off of one of the other pretty colors in the new Pantone set this year. I have two of the Sally Hansen one, and I also don't get the hype. Yeah, I have the yellow and I have the blue, and someone was like, oh my god, these are the OGs, and I was like, thanks. I didn't understand it. They were just blue and yellow polished to me, but I know people love it. So if you are one of those people, no shame. I am not judging by any means. Get off your dog here. But I just didn't get it. But if you do, if you're obsessed, this will get you there. Tammy has a really big vocabulary. I know, doesn't she? She doesn't. She purposely does this, so I have to say it weird. All right, let's do a coat of Stream of Dreams on here. Also, to be fair, technically, Pantone chose that name. Rinsing Rivulet? I don't know. We're going to blame it. It's a curse, Tammy says. We're going to blame this one on Pantone, but still, I think she just likes to put things in here, so I have to say I'm silly. All right, here is our first coat. Get off of their hair. All right. Again, it's self-leveled. It was a little bit streaky as I applied it, and it did smooth out beautifully. Tammy says, I play Scrabble really well. I bet you do. I would not go up against you in Scrabble. Also, I'm really bad at Scrabble. the spelling is not my bag. I'm better than I used to be. Like in school, y'all, I was horrible at spelling. I hated spelling tests. As an adult, I do better, but yeah, no, I'm not a great Scrabble player. Give me some Boggle though. I love me some Boggle. Give me some short words. I can do 20 of them and get tons of points. I like me some Boggle. Look at that beautiful aqua shimmer in there. Opacity wise, it's okay in one. We definitely need a second. I don't think you'll need a third, so I love that. Jen says, I love Scrabble. I like Scrabble. I'm just not very good at Scrabble. So that was our first coat of Stream of Dreams. And then last but certainly not least in the collection, we have Opaline Sky. This one is a dancing sparkly topper of opalescent navy, aqua, sapphire hollow, and micro silver hollow glitters that create a super sparkly mix that is a great topper over any of the 3 shades or by itself. This one is based on the Pantone shades in Cloud Dancer, Alaskan Blue, and Nantucket Breeze. It's super sparkly. I am going to do this one on its own, built up in 2 coats, and then after we do our second coats of these, I will go back and do a little bit of a topper on them so you can see it used as a topper. Let's grab the flashlight to show off the hollow, because we had sapphire hollow and micro silver hollow glitters in here. So all the sparkles. Jen says, I love this one. It's so pretty. Super sparkly. I love this whole collection. I love the vibes of it. I love the colors. Very much my style. I like that it's kind of a mermaid ocean-esque vibe as well. Gorgeous. And again, the fact that the cog goes with it, can we just note that like our colors are matching here with our cog sticker too. Tammy plans everything. Becky says, I love this collection. I do too. So let's do our first coat of Opaline Sky on here. Yes. Oh, I love this. I can see this definitely being worn and sewn. I'm very much in the like 90s 2000 vibes lately, which part of that could be Polish Pickup because they are doing Y2K throwback this month. But I want to wear this by itself. I just want to have sparkly, naked, natural nails with this. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Carrie says, love me some mermaid vibes. Yes, and I do. I get that from this collection. It's very much mermaid vibes. Look at how sparkly that is, and the dancing of those iridescent glitters, or opalescent glitters, I guess. Thank you, Christina. She said, bless you. This is so pretty. I'm loving this. Love, love, love this. All right, so that was our first. Oh, wait, hollow. It's got hollow. Let's show the hollow. All right, flashlight. There we are. Check out the hollow with that flash. Stunning. This is going to be so pretty on top of all 3 of these. Y'all, you just need the full collection. I know things are super tight. We just had Christmas. Hopefully you got some Christmas money to use on nail polish. Maybe you could squeeze another gift out of your significant other or your kids. Guilt them. Do a little guilt trip if you didn't buy mommy anything for Christmas. I don't know how you're going to get it, but you really just need all 4. They all just go so well together. Again, they're going to be $12 each or $45 for the set, so it's not the worst. But I really just the vibes of all of these together. I feel like you just need all 4. So that was our first coat of Opaline Sky. Let's circle back to our thermal, which we did on its own swatch stick over here. It is the cog of the month for January, starting off our new series of quotes with a steampunk touch of fairy flair and mermaid glam. We have 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. It's a teal cold state to light gray lavender warm state with a dose of chunky flakes that range through the rainbow. It's going to be $12 and it comes with our super cute collectible sticker. Let's throw this onto our swatch stick. Tammy says, love this collection. This is a limited collection, however, so y'all keep that in mind. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. The Pantone Palette Collection is limited, so when it's out, it's out. I'm not sure how many quantities, bottles, whatever words Tammy has for it, but she does say it's limited, so it's not going to get a remake of them. All right, here's our second coat. Again, y'all, I smell that pigment smell from Blue Pigments, just so you're aware. I am happy with 2 coats of that. It does have a jelly-esque vibe to it, and then those flakies just float in there. It's beautiful. Also, y'all, how have I not gotten polish on my hand? Does polish on my nails, since we polish them, does that count as an official live? I don't know how I haven't gotten it on my finger yet. It's kind of weirded me out a little bit. I only made around the same as I did for the 2025 Pantone one, so mostly have 60 per each shade. Okay, so keep that in mind, y'all. There's roughly 60 per each color in the 4-piece Pantone Palette Collection. So if you're digging these vibes, I would buy the set and save yourself a few bucks. I'm a magician tonight. I am. I'm feeling like a magician. I don't know what's going on, but all right. So this is our 2 coats of the 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. I totally almost read the theme as the name here. It is a thermal, so we're going to dip it in the hot water at the end because I don't want to put the bowl over here and get everything wet. And y'all know I will. Also, I am a magician tonight. I really am, Tammy. Like, not only do I not have it on my finger, y'all, all 3 of my physical nail swatches we did, I didn't get a ton anywhere on my hands, and I haven't smushed any of them. How is this happening? What is going on? What's happening? This is not a normal live. All right, I'm going to give y'all a label shot of it in its cold state. So here's 2 coats of 12 new chapters, 365 new chances for anyone who wants a label shot there. I'll do it again in transition when we do our dips. And then let's switch gears back to our swatch wheel and go to second coats of that Pantone Palette Collection. So we're going into Cosmic Clouds first, do its second coat. This one is a smoky, grungy purple base with just a hint of pink shimmers and loaded with hollow flakies. It's based on the Pantone Cosmic Sky color. Oh, yeah, my nose itches. All right. Second coat. Definitely built up that opacity. I feel like I'm not getting my tip real well. There we go. Yeah, definitely opaque in 2 coats. No questions on that. Again, I played with it a bit trying to get that tip, but you wouldn't know it because they just self-level so beautifully. I'm loving this color. It's a little bit smoky, kind of cooler toned. It's great for winter. You could spice it up for summer for sure. Jen says, my favorite shade of purple. Isn't it pretty? Like, that's really pretty. And I feel like this is going to go beautifully on all skin tones. Gorgeous. Now, it does have that hollow in there. So let me grab my flash. Yes, look at the hollow sparkles. And then just a tiny hint of the pink shimmer there. Tammy says, love this one too. I do too. It's really pretty. Like 5 years ago, y'all, this was my entire vibe. Like mermaid, everything. I wanted purple and teal and like, yes. I still love these colors. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't. But I was like obsessed back then. Actually, at one point I had mermaid hair. We did I think it was blue into purple into teal or purple into blue into teal. I don't remember. It was the year I went to New Orleans. That I do remember. But yeah, I definitely had mermaid hair that was these 3 colors. Here is your label shot of Cosmic Clouds. That's 2 coats of it. Of course, I will do actual swatch photos of these, so if you want to see them with top coats as well as matte, I do use Tammy's cloud cover top coat. Well, I use our Illuminate Shiny, but we do matte with cloud cover too, so if you want to see matte shots, definitely stay tuned to my page for those. There have already been some beautiful swatches posted. If you want to check out Victorian Varnish's Instagram here or their Facebook page / their Facebook group, the Varnished Victorians, you can see some wonderful swatches of these as well already. Let's go into our second coat of Riveting Regatta. This one is a bright cobalt blue cream based on the Pantone Regatta. Again, we all mentioned that this is a dupe for the Sally Henson Pacific Blue, or I said it's a dupe, and I had some agreeers. Tammy never said that. Those words did not come out of her mouth, so nobody come after her. Yes. Okay. Definitely fully opaque in 2 coats. No questions. Stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. If you are a blue lover, you're gonna want this one. Again, if you're looking for backups of Pacific Blue, snatch this up. It is part of the 2026 Pantone Palette Collection, which Tammy said she has about 60 available of each color. So keep that in mind if you are wanting to snatch backups for Pacific Blue and you want this one. Don't sit on it and then regret not grabbing it. So here is your label shot, 2 coats, riveting regatta. Also look at that shine on it. Yes. Becky says that blue is gorgeous. It really, really is, y'all. So, so pretty. Tammy says they'll split between collections versus individuals. Yes. That is true. All right, let's go into our Stream of Dreams. She also says love, which with a bunch of blue hearts. This is a lovely warm toned aqua shade with cooler blue-green undertones with a corresponding aqua blue shimmer. It's based on the Pantone Rising Revolt. I don't know, y'all. Whatever the word is, you'll see it. If you know how to say it, you can say it when you see it. Here we go in with our second coat. I love the shimmer in this one. It's just added little sweet detail there. You have the beautiful aqua and then that subtle shimmer. Again, opaque in 2, no questions there. That shimmer is beautiful. I think this is going to be stunning matted. Love it. All right, let's get your label shot. Jess says gorgeous. It is. And Jess is our blue lover in here for sure. Here is our label shot. 2 coats of Stream of Dreams. And last but certainly not least is our Opaline Sky. It's a dancing, sparkly topper of opalescent, navy, aqua, sapphire hollow, and micro silver hollow glitters that create a super sparkly mix. It's great topper or over any of the 3 shades or built up by itself. This one's based on the Pantone shades in Cloud Dancer, Alaskan Blue, and Nantucket Breeze. We did 1 coat already. I'm going to do a second coat, and then I'm also going to show it as a topper over the 3 other polishes. So here is our second coat. I am in love with this. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm digging 2 coats, honestly. It's got so much packed into there, especially on my little shorties, that I think it's going to be great in 2 coats. I do think it's going to dry textured, so you're going to want a layer of steamroller or your favorite glitter smoother before you top coat this one, just to smooth it all out beautifully, but it's worth it. Jen says, love this over Stream of Dreams. I'm definitely going to show it over top of the other 3. Let's grab the flash, though, and show this one built up on its own first. Ugh, all the hollow sparkles. Beautiful. I usually say I hope I have sun for this, and I still hope I have sun. I'm not holding my breath for sunshine, y'all. We've had so much fog lately, and just, again, we're supposed to be really high tomorrow of like 60s and then drop to 20 with potential tornadoes, so I don't expect to have any sunshine when I swatch this. But maybe we can do it. Everyone cross your fingers, maybe it'll happen. Christina says, ooh, you got a glitter. That counts. It's officially alive. Ooh, I did. There's a glitter and there's a little tiny bit of that regatta on there too, but it's alive. Thanks, Christina. I feel slightly better, y'all. I feel a little bit weird. We're not a perfectionist here, so I don't know how that was going so well. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a label shot, but before I close the bottle up, again, Opaline Sky, let's do a coat just on the tip of our other 3 polishes from the Pantone Palette Collection. Let's start with Cosmic Clouds. So here we go. I am wiping just a little bit off the brush, so it's definitely more topper-esque. I want it just on the like thinner side personally. Yes, look at that hollow on hollow. so sparkly. I love that. And then let's do it on top of that riveting regatta. Again, I'm definitely wiping off one side and just a little bit off on the front side. Ooh, okay, so the blues don't pop as much against that, but the hollow does. This is like a cosmic sparkle there. Jen says, yep, yummy. Hello, Shay. Welcome, welcome. Oh, we have another glitter. All right, I'm feeling better, y'all. I was feeling real weird there. Isn't it beautiful, though? I can see this polish used over so many things. All right, and then let's do a little bit over Stream of Dreams. Again, I'm just wiping a little bit off. So it's just a little bit thinner topper. Yes, okay. They're gorgeous. I love all three of these together. 4 of these, I guess. I love these 3 colors with the topper. This collection is stunning. It plays so beautifully together. I almost wish there was a 5th so I could do a full hand of just these, like, but we'll just double one up. I don't know which one. Gorgeous though. All right, I am going to grab that flash again so we can show off the hollow on top of all 3 of those. You can see all those rainbow sparkles. Beautiful. Carrie says, what a great collection. It really, really is. Gorgeous. All right, let me get your label shot here of Opaline Sky. So here it is in 2 coats, built up on its own. Again, you can see it dried texture, so you're going to want a layer of steamroller, glitter grabber on top of that. Tammy says the vote was atmospheric Pantone. So, fun fact, the next shade will be in Aqua Gray, which is in Little Box of Horrors. Ooh, yay! I can get another one so we can really do it. I'm so excited. 3 guesses. Oh, wait. We have 3 guesses. That's on my Little Box of Horror thingy. Give me a second. And it would play amazing with this. Which is already, yes, so Little Box of Horrors already is available. I will grab that swatch wheel out. Give me just a second. Okay, I don't know why I felt like I needed to hold that for 400 seconds, but I felt that way. All right, let me grab that swatch for y'all in case anybody missed it or you want to see it next to these. There it is. Okay, I'm just making sure where it is on my swatch wheel. Okay, so this polish here is the one that, not that one, I'm sorry. This one here is the one Tammy's talking about, which I did put glossy top coat because it dried semi-matte. So I do have a shiny top coat on there. And can I, trying to kind of get it in there so you can see them together. Maybe if we, y'all, this is awkward. Trying to like, you get the vibes. You get the vibes. It definitely goes really well with it. Carrie says, I was going to say the Little Box Horror one would go well. It does. Laura, I'm really glad you didn't just do white, Tammy. That's true, because Pantone did just say, white's good enough this year. And Carrie says, glad I ordered that. So yes, if you haven't ordered 3 guesses yet, it's still available at Little Box of Horrors through the 30th of this month. So definitely go snatch it if you want it to play well with the Pantone collection. Y'all, I'm going to smush these swatches so bad. So there it is up here with all of them. And yeah, it's gorgeous. And it really does. It's kind of like a nice middle tone here. And then it's just a little bit grayish. It's gorgeous. Tammy says, thanks, y'all. I can't wait to spoil the mystery topper. Well, I want to see it. Y'all, I forget about the mystery toppers. I want to see it. I love a good mystery topper. All right, so our thermal. We need to dip our thermal. I was like, I know there's something else to do. We have something else to do. Let me grab my water dish. So, are you joking? Oh, my thingy wasn't on, y'all. All right, hold on. We need some hot water. Give me 2 seconds. Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
I need hot water.
Hot water?
Yeah. Y'all, I'm a dummy and I did not have my thing turned on. Actually, I'm a bigger dummy because I actually left the thing on previously. So when I turned it on, I actually turned it off, meaning it's been on for I don't know how many days in here. So yeah, I actually have been looking at a better one that has like a shut off switch on it after so much time, and now I have proven to myself I need it. This is why I don't burn candles, because that will happen. So while we wait for hot water, I'm going to give you guys another quick screenshot of tonight's stuff and things that we showed. So we had those 3 beautiful new base coats, $8 each. You can already buy these on the website. Thank you so much. Did you say you gave me pasta water? Oh, okay. He's cooking dinner and the pasta water's hot, so he almost brought me pasta water, which I would have taken. Hello, Nirda. Okay, so we have our 3 beautiful base coats that are already available. Then we have the January Cog of the Month, which we're going to dip. He just brought me hot water, so we're going to get it dipped in a second. It's $12 and comes with our fantastic, adorable matching sticker. It's coming January 1st, 8 p.m. Central. And then you have those 4 Pantone Polish collection there. They're $12 each or $45 for the set. We have it shown here with our topper on all 3. Tammy says pasta nails. Yes, I would do pasta nails. All right, so let me grab that topper again, that thermal. Ooh, this is so wet. All right, maybe it's dry enough to put there. Okay, so our thermal, which is also our cog of the month. This one is 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. It is a teal cold state to light gray lavender warm state with a dose of chunky flakes that range through the rainbow. So again, here it is in the cold state if you've forgotten. Christina says, Tammy, have apothecary options been loaded to the site yet? You know I'm eyeballing all the steamy things. Jen says, LOL, my 2 faves. Yeah, pasta and nails, I'm down. It can go with my pasta dress that I wore at PBE this year. All right, so here it is in the hot water. So we are a little bit sheer vibes. I think on a fully natural nail instead of a clear swatch stick. I don't think you'll notice too much unless you have a super strong visible. Well, I mean, there's that over my nail line, and I'm not really seeing it. So I think we're going to be opaque in 2 still. It definitely has that grayish lavender color to it with that beautiful teal. This is really pretty. And again, it really, really does go with that Pantone collection. It's beautiful. Tammy said, not yet. Steamy is coming in February, though. Christina said, okie dokie. And Tammy said, same. Okay, these are gorgeous, y'all. Gorgeous. Let me get you a label shot. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Wow, it's only 3, y'all. Usually it's like 12. Oh, there's a 4th. Okay, here is your label shot. Y'all, it does not want to stay hot. To be fair, it's not very hot water, but okay. 2 coats of 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. Nirda, I'm digging the shorter nail look. Thank you. I broke a bunch. I had like 3 repairs, then I broke 2 doing Christmas lights, and I just said, forget it, and we chopped them off. And now they're angry at me. So every time I get a little smidget, you can see I have a divot here. Anytime I get a little smidget of nail edge, I crack them or chip them or something. So, but we're working on it. All right. Oh, and again, the Cog of the Month comes with the 12 new chapters, 365 new matching stickers. So that is everything for tonight. You have your 3 base coats that are already available. Again, I have those on My Natural Nails, 1 coat of each. This one here is Blushing Bloomers. This one is Pink Petticoat. And this one is our Silk Stockings. They are also on our swatch wheel. So all 3 of those you can purchase on the website right now. And then we have our Pantone 2026 palette collection here starting January 1st, 8 p.m. Central Time, $12 each or $45 for the set. And then our lovely Cog of the Month thermal, which also releases January 1st, 8 p.m. for $12. So once again, for anybody who wants to do a screenshot of the things, except for my thermal that doesn't want to stay hot. Okay, cool. Let's see. Nirda says, what is steamy? Christina says, my favorite scent in all the apothecary things. You are steamy. Tammy says, it's a dupe of Glossier's. You got it. Near says, oh, just a scent, not another product. Phew, because I just tried Potion and I'm in love. Isn't it amazing? Carrie says, I might break my New Year resolution on January 1st, trying to buy less. I feel that. I totally feel that. Okay, I'm going to flip you all around so that we can read comments and look at each other. And Tammy says it'll be in Potion and Lavish and Plasma, etc., etc. So if y'all like the steamy scent, it's coming out in, I believe she said February, right? Scrolling up, in February. So it's coming out in February in all of the fabulous BB options. Yeah, so that's everything I have tonight. I'm very excited for these. They're gorgeous. Again, I'm loving these base coats. I can see just wearing this on its own, just throwing something on so that it's sparkly and pretty, and the fact that it has nail healing restorative properties, that's the word I want, which personally right now I need some of that in my life, so I can see totally wearing these when my nails are naked, which lately, again, my peelies, I cannot get a peel off base coat to stay on my nails longer than like photographs, and the moment they're wet, they're off. So I had that problem last time when I had shorties too. I don't know what it is, but it is a thing. So I can definitely see myself wearing these bases for their semi-sheer, just shiny additive, and then again the nourishing properties to help my nails grow out a little bit longer. I am liking the shorties, y'all. Every time I got the shorties last year and I didn't love them, and then they started growing out a little bit and I liked that vibe, and then like I would go through swatches and like, ooh, do I want to go short again? So I'm not mad at being short again. I just would like them to be strong and not break every 2 days. So Christina says, thanks, Chelsea. Thank you for hanging out, Christina. It's been a while. I'm glad that you got to be in and chat tonight. Tammy says, totally understand that. I'm trying to release less so spring will be big, and February is our 3rd-year anniversary. Yes, I'm so excited to see everything that's coming for the Indiversary for VV, y'all. You know it's going to be good. I actually just got that PR package today, but it's a little bit down the road, so we will have a live for all that too. So stay tuned for that. Carrie says, at least it's a small collection. Yes, it is nice to have just a small release for January. I know everyone has just spent everything on holidays and traveling and what have you. So to have a release, to continue having a release, but not kill all of our wallets, we appreciate you, Tammy. Thank you for that. And with all of that, I can smell dinner, and y'all, you know, I'm hungry. It's alive. It's 7 p.m. I'm starving. But I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If I don't see you again, I may or may not see you tomorrow. We'll see. Or maybe Monday. But thank you, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.